These are good words.
All right. Welcome to Challenge the Norm. Thank you for tuning in. And today I have with me,
Chisa Munyenezi, co-creator of Get Out.
okay?
My name is Arinze Chimeramuzo Chukwuka. Oyenzi no Hawaya. At your services, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintances.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
But I go by Arinze. My name is Arinze. Yes.
Or Zay.
Zay. There you
As
go.
he told me.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful. I can't even follow that. But I'll throw in my little Nigerian there. My name's Monica Ojinaka.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm marketing director here, Afro Vibes. Born Houstonian, so
Yeah.
proud Houstonian
H-Town.
and Texan. Yes.
Okay, and I am Miss Caston, also known as Joie, and we are talking to some people who continue to challenge the norm in their lives by creating this card game. What does it do? What
Would you
does
care
this
to
card
explain?
game do? What
I
what
would
is it
love to
about?
explain. So, Get Out was originally a family game. When we saw the potential it carried to lead the fun and the culture in different aspects, we expanded it. So it's a cultural card game. Right now, we are focusing on the continent of Africa, starting in various countries. Right now, we have the Nigerian version now. And if you've ever played Taboo, it's a bit similar to that, in that you have a word that you want to get your teammates to say without saying a couple of words on the card. And once you do, you get a point. It's very fun. It's very innovative, very educative as well. Would you like to add to that?
So, African Taboo launches November Fest.
Okay.
November Fest. Order your copy now.
Order your copy now.
That's my Nigerian
That's his marketing advert.
marketing
Nigerian
voice.
That's great.
But yeah, so a little bit of history behind the card game. So as the genius that I am, I just I
Yeah.
came up with the game.
So I'm going to enter into
They're
that.
siblings, by the way, just so
He
y'all
didn't-
know.
He didn't create the game. We gave him. It was my older sister who said, "Hey, look, we need to find something where we
face.
all can literally enjoy." And he goes,
Okay.
"Hey, I wonder what that could be."
Okay, it seems like we're just gonna have to agree to disagree because it's been
No.
3 years and we all have not decided on who came up with the idea. Me.
That sounds like
But-
a typical family, like
Yeah.
sibling
He
Yeah.
knows. He knows. He probably he would text it to me at night and then delete it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, hey,
okay.
I know my sister. She created.
You
the game.
have you have the
I'm just a spokesperson. I've got nothing. My sister's
Okay.
the creative one. He's the innovative one, and I'm just the one that can talk.
Yeah, yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
You need
That's-
them all.
That's true.
There you go.
All in
So,
the family.
Oh, yeah.
why did you create this game? What inspired you to create this game?
So it was like we said, my sisters, one of them came up with the idea. It wasn't me really. So
He admitted it.
yeah. Can y'all delete that verse? Okay. But no, so after I thought it was a great idea, we had fun playing it together for so long. And then at the University of Houston, I was the president of the Nigerian Student Association.
Okay.
And we were having a game night. So I was like, and so they were bringing out, different games, charades, taboo, Scrabble, and stuff like that. I was like, hey, I have like an African, card game. Would y'all like to like play it? They're like, yeah. So I brought it out. I had to like sneak it out from their drawer because they really like loved the game. They wouldn't have been opposed to sharing it anyways, I think. But I played it with NSA and like people just had a blast. People were like, yo, where is this? Because like we actually like had like the cards printed out and laminated. Like it looked like an actual like,
Yeah.
card game. The edge was kind of sharp though.
Yeah.
Very sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually like
Supposed to be
a health
liability.
safety hazard.
Liability at one point.
Yeah,
but-
so the people had a blast, and people were like, oh, where do we get this? Like, can we get this now? Like, I love this so much. Like, my sisters would love it. I feel like people can like learn the culture more. And this was like probably like a couple of years ago. So I was like, and I was like, oh, like we should probably do it, but we didn't, And as time went on, we kind of learned, like you graduate college and get into professional, corporate America, and you start seeing certain things, and I'm like, I feel like some things and where like our current like culture and our people are now is because like we're not as tied to our culture as we should be. Like we're not as knowledgeable about our culture, and I believe that when people are tied to their culture, when they know more about it, they're more prone to serve it, right? And when they don't believe that their culture is negative, when they don't believe it's disease ridden or it's corrupt or is prone to bribery, like whenever they know like the positive aspects of their culture, they're more prone to like want to go back, not just live there only, which is an option, but also like just like give back to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that was a really in-depth answer.
Yeah.
I like that.
I didn't mean for it to get deep.
It's
I'll try not to make it.
it's
heavy.
okay. Getting deep is all right here.
Good.
So what were you doing before this? Why did you found this niche? You found this like need, this like lack of, and you created your family just
Yeah.
created this game
Yeah.
because like y'all wanted to.
Yeah.
And then, but what were y'all doing before this besides like playing with your family? What were you two specifically?
Well, she just
I guess,
argues.
doing?
She's a professional like arguers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a what do you do? Like,
She's a lawyer.
She
She's a
says,
lawyer.
like, very
professional
low-key,
arguer.
like-
I'm an attorney, so
oh.
I
That's-
do
yes.
criminal and immigration work, and so he is a chemical engineer, works
Yes.
at
Oh.
ExxonMobil,
Oh wow.
Yes.
and
yes.
it's like this is something that we wanted to bring out to the world. We want other people, especially in our line of culture, not just Nigerians, not just Africans, but any foreigner or any person in the diaspora you can do your own thing and still engage in your culture one way or the other.
Yeah.
You don't have to completely learn how to speak the language. You don't have to, dress the part alone. You can also know the part. So that's why our motto, lead the fun, learn the culture, they go hand in hand. You don't just, you wear dashiki, what does that mean? Oh, I don't know. How did you figure it out? You got
Yeah.
the beads, you wearing the beads. What does that mean? I don't know. Go figure it out.
Okay. I like how y'all are really motivated by teaching people things and showing maybe a different side of what it means to be a black business owner or a black inventor. Just like being
Yeah.
black and doing your thing,
Yeah.
and being empowered, and that's amazing. So let's do a round.
Oh, sure.
Oh, sweet. Let's
Let's
do
do
it.
a round.
Monica,
Okay.
would you like to be the...
Yeah.
I want her on my team. Like
Oh
us.
wow,
y'all.
that seems kind of unfair,
Okay.
but all right.
So
Okay.
so let me actually you shuffle it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then actually, yeah.
Am I just splitting it, or am I gonna
Oh
shuffle?
yeah,
it?
shuffle it, split it, and give
Okay.
half to them.
Okay.
Oh, she
There
about to
we
do the
go.
poker table.
Yeah,
do
I
it.
grew up
She
with
about to
brothers.
shuffle
We
it.
we did some serious card
She's
games when I was
shuffling.
growing
So
up.
while
So
she's
you
doing that,
play
someone
pool.
does someone want to explain how the game goes?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I would love to explain how the game goes. So you have a card. You have to try and get whoever's holding the card has to try and get the individual to guess the card without
She cut. There you
the
go.
person saying the words on the
face
card.
down?
So, for example, if the word is
think
jollof
so,
rice,
yeah.
and you can't say grain, you can't say stew, you can't say red, and you can't say Ghana or Nigeria. You have to
Okay.
try and explain jollof rice without saying any of those words. And if you say the words, you get the oh so
button.
famous.
Button of death.
Yeah.
The,
You're done. You're out.
you're done. You skip the card. You lose that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So-
we have 1 minute to do
Yes, we have a
this.
1 minute. Okay, so actually, I want to do it differently. If I want to be the person like saying the words, and then you and her, who would like compete. I feel like it's better to do that. 1
Okay.
minute. All right, y'all
Make it
ready?
good. It's perfect.
excited.
So now
Okay.
we're all on the same team. All right.
All
All
right.
right.
Good. So every person for themselves.
Okay.
All right. You have the timer.
Yep.
All right.
I can see that.
I think she's a cheater. You
Like-
might have to like hold
Yeah,
it
I see that.
because
I
All
see
right,
that.
let's go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So this is something your parents do when
Whoop
you
you.
do something bad,
Give you a whooping.
but it's like with the part of their body.
Hand.
Yes. What do they do with their hand?
Beat you.
Yo, like on your
Spank
cheek,
you?
on your cheek.
Slap.
Yeah, she got it first. So yeah. Okay, these are two very short comedians. They're adults that look like kids.
I can't papa.
Yeah.
yeah, you got
Yep,
me on
that's
that.
This
one.
is what every parent makes their kid want to do this. Every Nigerian parent makes a kid want to do this
Become
in
a
the
doctor.
medical. Yeah, she's in it. She said, "I don't know nothing about Nigeria. Look at you." Everybody got 1 point. Okay. The American film industry is called what?
Hollywood.
Okay, Nigerian version of that.
Nollywood.
Oh yeah. Bet.
Holla.
I'm skipping that. Whenever you want to get something, I'm skipping that one. What you use to make like bread? Like you eat this with
Flour.
bread?
Yeah,
Yeast.
fufu.
Time.
Time.
Ooh.
What was it?
Milo.
You would have had to.
I said what you used to make bread, but so that probably threw everybody off.
All right. Well, I think it's good time for a commercial break, and we'll see you right after.
Cool.
All right, welcome back. We're gonna open it up with one more round. Go ahead and lead us.
This time
in the
I'm
game.
playing.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
All right,
let's
I'm
go.
a much better explainer. Ready and go. This is a typical meal eaten by a lot of Africans. You use it with your hands.
Fufu.
Jollof. Oh God.
I was gonna say jollof.
You eat jollof with your hands?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my
Okay,
village.
This is another food that is made with oil and
Jollof?
no, it's you don't
Soup.
when you don't bake something, when you put something
Fry
in oil,
it.
you fry it. So when you fry
Akara.
this,
What?
What?
you got it.
Okay,
You got
wait
it?
a minute. Hold on.
This is a guy who sings a lot. He sang the song.
Olamide?
No, he's if it's not a girl, it's a.
Boy,
It's in his name.
Starboy.
No,
Wizkid.
Burner Boy.
Where-
Oh, girl.
it's impossible. I make the game.
Okay, you said this name earlier. Who is it? He's a guy. He's another
Wizkid.
musician. Wizkid. This is
She's cheating.
this is an American musician who sang
Drake.
Classic Man. I'm a classic man.
Jidena.
Woo.
Oh.
This
can
is
you beat me?
another.
Well, that's only
this
one
is
point, though.
another guy whose music he sang.
Time. I was
She
watching
had
it
like
that
4
time.
points.
She got it. She looked.
Monica.
She came.
Okay, Monica.
I spent like
Correct.
a good 6 months in Nigeria,
Low-key.
so I had a little bit of exposure, but it doesn't compare to
That
you
exposure
guys.
was
so.
enough.
But you still won.
That's crazy. And we're
Maybe
tied up.
she
You
were
did
playing.
pretty good.
Yeah, I got it. I got that.
Yeah.
I think I had 2 and you had 1. I think.
You know, misery loves company, so I did try to keep it. I was like, hey, we had 1 point.
All right.
But that's cool. That's what I was saying earlier. It's like you really associate with your experience. And
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
real. That's real.
Yeah. Just to go off of that, what's your experience? What is your culture, and how are you sure to include in the games that you are leading or going into, like with the other African countries? How are you going to be sure, or how do you want to make sure that you include real aspects of those cultures? How do y'all do that? How do you plan?
That's
to
a
do
good
that?
question. That's a good question. The day after I came up with this original idea, I came up with that. I
Disclaimer,
came up
he
with that
did
exact
not.
same idea with how to, include,
Yeah.
He did not.
as an 8-year-old kid.
Yeah.
But not really. But what we've done to include all the other cultures is that we have different versions. So this is just the first version that we're launching. The Naija version is what Nigerians call themselves. So we have a Habesha version in the works. So that's for people from Ethiopia and
And you
Eritrea.
like resource those.
Yes, we crowdsource that with
Yeah.
people from that culture.
And people can know which box is which because you include like
Yeah,
the flag.
they have different designs, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, and they're different colors, so for different differentiation. So, and then we have a Ghana version, we have a South African version in the works too,
That's
and we
cool.
plan to start hitting other cultures as well.
Awesome.
And to piggyback on that, it's once again Get Out is a platform, so it's
Yeah.
not just for Nigerians or Kenyans or even Africans. We want to create that platform for other cultures in the future as well.
And
Yep.
how do you meet these people, or how did you come to meet these people? Is
Which
this
people?
is this like the people you outsourced to? Are these people you met in A-Leaf, or are these
That
people
way.
like your family knew? Like, how did you meet these people? You reached out to them?
Yeah, we
Like, how
went
did-
through different avenues. So sometimes we reach out to folks on Instagram. We just put out a post, mostly through our friends, right? So we all have friends
Right.
from these different cultures. So we work together with them to get this great content. Most people, it's very interesting because most people, once they figure out what you're doing, they're already so acclimated to just naturally join you because they're
Yeah.
like, this is dope. Like,
Yeah.
I want this for my people.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
kind of
kind of
cool.
like what we were talking about earlier in the room, behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
But cool, awesome. That's
Yep,
great.
yep.
It's also cool because y'all being in the position you are can give those. You can bring up your culture by employing people of your culture, so that
Yes.
that's
Most
really that's
definitely.
really awesome that y'all are doing that.
Yep.
Empowerment is not just for self. It's for
Yeah, it's for everyone. You need to bring
Yep.
up the community,
That's
a
true.
collective. We are a collective. So what is your goal for this game? Like, what do you want? What do you want with this game?
We talked about it, and legacy. We want to make sure that this game remains the platform that it was created to be. So we just don't want it. I'll give Monopoly as an example. Most people wouldn't know that it's Hasbro that created Monopoly. You just know Monopoly as Monopoly. But Hasbro is one who created the platform for Monopoly to be what it is. Monopoly is now being transitioned into other cultures. They're changing the names, they're changing the events, they're just changing it to fit that culture.
Yeah.
So we want Get Out to just be a legacy for making culture known. Everyone is unique in his or her own way. And we want Get Out to be the platform that shows just how unique we are. We're not just Africans, we're not just Nigerians. We are unique in our own way, and our culture is part of who we are, and it's very important.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying. That's one of our goals.
That's
if not the main
awesome.
one.
And you want to do that for as many cultures as you can.
As
as
many
many
as
as
possible.
we can. As many. We want the platform to be so wide that we just keep making the platform bigger because we're trying to accommodate all the cultures that is on it.
Yep.
That's amazing. And that can only happen with your support. So
Yeah.
people coming in and buying the game, like that's the only way, and maybe even writing y'all fan mail or whatever.
Reviews.
That's
Please.
the only way, like, that y'all can know, like, oh, this community wants this, or this culture wants this.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so that's awesome. Well, I heard that you had something in the works technologically.
Yes.
What's going on there?
Yeah, so we do plan to have a web-based version.
Kind
Of
of
the
like
game?
heads up, kind of like where you have like a card or. on your
Yeah,
phone,
see,
on
exactly.
the
Use
device.
case high. So we're still trying to decide, like, do we want to put it like on our website? Want to put it in an app? So we're still debating those things. But the basic framework and like the understanding of the game is like we do want to have like a digital platform for the game. We have other games, like other product lines lined up as well.
Yeah.
Board games, toys, and stuff like that. We're pretty much trying to be a complete play and experience company. So it's I think that you can capture the culture in so many different aspects, and when you have kids and adults too, like being raised to like have these cultural ways to interact with their culture via like an action figure that looks like them, or a
Yeah.
game that like is what like their parents talk about from the house, like they're prone to like, you know, be more comfortable and confident talking about it and serving it when they grow up.
Okay, yeah, because I know there are people that are trying to do that with like Barbie dolls right now, like making
Yeah,
them,
love it, love it.
giving them like
Freckles.
vitiligo or
Yeah.
darker skin tone and stuff like that. So you just
coloring
wanna,
books, like just or just
Yeah.
like children's books. with,
shout out
like,
to Affiliate.
I was
He-
just
Oh,
he's
Philly,
got-
gonna mention
man.
that.
Oh, Philly's got that black coloring book, like black women with their
Yes.
African
We've got like
headdresses
4
and
of them
everything.
at
He has a
home.
children's book launching in October that I just saw on his Instagram yesterday. So
I didn't even know about that.
Man, like,
so-
He is.
That guy,
he is
man,
he's
he
one
gives
of
me
the
life.
reasons why we keep pressing for the culture, because
Yeah.
he's one of those guys that's like, culture is important no matter where you are. Even
yeah,
if you're
he
taken
uses
out.
the materials in his painting.
That guy
Exactly.
gives
Once
me
you are taken out of
life.
your
Yeah.
your cultural environment, it does not mean your culture stops. It continues no matter where you are. So sometimes we tend to forget that being here. We tend to forget that we are not just American. We have our culture. He's one of those guys that pushes his culture wherever he goes, and that
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
that is amazing to me.
Yeah.
So
Shout out
he's
to
our,
Philly
he's
Designs.
Garrett, one of Garrett's inspirations.
Yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful.
definitely.
That's beautiful. That's amazing. I'm really glad that I even brought him up. But I mean, it says something like what y'all are doing made me think of that. So
Yeah, that's cool.
so
That's
it's
cool.
good to know that your inspiration is relatable to someone else. Like
Yeah.
like I can relate what y'all do and what he
Yeah.
does just by hearing each of you talk
Yeah.
or
There are
seeing
other
your
people
work.
that have the same vision and the same
Yeah.
idea, and they're just pushing it in different ways.
Yeah.
And I love it. We're all going in the same direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Upward.
Upward.
Upward and
Forwards
outward.
ever.
Backwards never.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Siblings
okay,
come
okay.
together every now and again.
You know, just when we're not battling about.
You guys probably had like a little dance routine too, huh?
No.
Whoa.
no.
'Cause I saw a little
She
bit of
said,
something, you know?
And he said,
What's your show them? Let's show them.
Yes,
No,
yes.
we don't. We don't have it. We don't.
I was ready to see it, yeah.
Told you not to bring that up. That was
I'm sorry, I'm
confidential,
sorry.
proprietary information.
In the back scenes, we'll do it later.
We'll do it
right?
later.
Yeah,
There
so
you go,
it's
yeah,
behind the scenes. Like if y'all want to see that, y'all gotta like put money to the radio.
Yeah.
Nah, you buy a game, like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
might
DVD
give it
will
to
come
you.
with
Pre-order.
it,
That may be your
like-
pre-order gift.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Speaking of pre-order, what is the pre-order? What is the amount? How do you do it? Where do you get the game? How do you do all the things?
Oh, perfect. So you can pre-order now on www.gerout.com.
Geralt, and you can read the box
GERROUTI or
No, that's
T.
exclamation
That's
point,
an
but
exclamation
it's
point. It's
just
just
Gerout.
exciting.
Yes.
We're excited.
Exactly.
Yeah, you have to
exactly.
say it in Nigerian. You have to shout
Gerout.
it.
Get out.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Gerout.com.
Here's the buzzer.
.com. Yeah, there you go. Who voiced that?
sexy
I wonder
voice.
who
Yeah.
voiced
Very
that.
sexy voice, don't you think?
Oh, okay, all right.
Wow. But yes, you can pre-order there
That
for
was without
$35.
our approval, by the way.
Oh, okay.
That was what?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I can
Oh,
see you
wow.
wince when you
30
push the button.
$35 per box is out for pre-order, and that is the cheaper price because
Yes.
once it launches November 1st, the prices go up to
Yes.
$39.
I remember that they need your support in order to expand to more cultures, including a behind-the-scenes conversation of possibly a what?
Latino.
Latino
Ooh,
version.
the Latina culture.
We might include the little Hispanic
Yeah.
Come on,
family.
El Salvador. Come on, Mexico.
Come on, Cuba.
Okay.
We, but they
Yeah,
can
it's for the
only do
world.
that with your support and with your feedback. So make sure to do that.
Yeah.
So it's available online.
Yep.
Yes.
Pre-order 35.
Yep.
Are y'all going to be popping up anywhere in person?
Yes, we will. This coming weekend, we're going to be at two different events: the Nigeria Cultural Parade on Saturday
Okay.
and the Nigerian Day on Sunday. So we are going to be at both of the events. You can come out, play the game if you want to, pre-order it there and then if you want to, or you can just check us out online, pre-order it there.
Okay.
Check out our Instagram for more updates.
Yeah. What is your Instagram?
Our Instagram is at Gerout the Game. GERROUT.
Say the African now. Say it to do it the right way.
Get out the game.
Get
There
out,
we
not
go.
get out. Get out.
Gerout.
Yes,
Gerout.
yes.
Alright.
Comes from the chest, the bottom of the abdomen.
And what is the prospective date with your app? Do you have like a little,
Oh,
or
the
your
app that'll
website
be
or your online?
first quarter 2020 is what we're thinking.
Okay, cool,
Yep,
cool.
yep,
So
yep,
we can look
yep.
forward to that. Accessibility, if you don't want to have it in person, you can do it online.
Yep.
All right, cool. And any future plans besides this game, like any other business ventures?
Oh
you
yes.
have?
We've got so many.
Any you can maybe.
So we can touch
Tease.
lightly on.
Okay.
We
Very
have
lightly.
a board game which I am going to be so passionate to research and make this game.
His original idea, only his.
No, that
this-
one.
okay.
That one is.
Oh,
his
Thank
idea.
you. Thank
I,
you.
see, I knew
I'm
it.
not giving up that one.
I already
That
knew.
was on me.
That one originally is his idea, but that
But
one
it would
is-
not have been. It was birthed from thinking about this.
So we've got some share in that,
Wow, always.
some creative share.
Yeah, I have all the share in my life.
But it's going to be. I think that game is much more intellectual and much more cultural. Like you remember Black Panther when it came out?
Yeah.
And how everyone was so in it.
Yeah.
That game would have that type of.
Yeah.
What's the
Vibe.
word? Effect.
Vibe, yeah.
It'll
And I
have
think
that type
that
of effect.
the influence that comes out of that, like how people can like go ahead and like actually make action from that game is going to be
Exactly.
wild. So look forward to that.
All right, cool. Well, again, state your names.
My name is Chisom Onyenezi, and I am the co-creator of Gerout.
Wait, hold up. Let's go to Monica.
Oh, okay.
Save the best for
Monica
last.
Ojinaka here representing Afro Vibes Radio. We're happy to have Arense and Miss Chisholm here.
Okay, and I'm Miss Caston, and I saved the best for last because he got the 6,000 names. So Miss Caston, MISS_CASTON, Joie, and then last but not least we have.
My name is Chimanamuzo Chukoka Arenze Onyenzi no Hawa. At your services, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintances.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Ndibo kwenu. That's what I'm-
All right, well, thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you play that game.
Always.
And remember to always challenge the norm.
Always. Thank you.